They say neighbors can either be your biggest blessing or your worst nightmare. In my case, I hit the jackpot with the queen of nightmares herself, Karen, the self-proclaimed ruler of our HOA kingdom. She wasn't just any Karen. This woman was a walking, talking HOA handbook, armed with a whistle and binoculars. She could sniff out a parking violation faster than a bloodhound chasing steak. And as if her daily harassment wasn't enough, she somehow convinced herself that my absence at her daughter's birthday party was grounds for public execution. That's right. According to Karen, not showing up to eat lukewarm hot dogs and watch clowns juggle was basically a federal crime. At first, I honestly thought it was satire when she tried to get me arrested for missing a kid's party. But nope, this woman was dead serious. Clipboard in hand, ready to ruin my life over cake and balloons. Welcome to HOA Karen Chronicles. Comment which country you're watching from. Let's see how far this story goes. Now, let me break it down. Karen strutted over to my driveway the morning after the so-called party like she was storming Normandy. She had her signature "I'm in charge" stance, arms crossed, nose up, and that tight smile that looked like she swallowed a lemon whole. "You embarrassed my daughter," she snapped. "Everyone noticed you didn't come. What kind of neighbor does that?" I blinked at her, sipping my coffee, and muttered, "The kind who enjoys peace and sanity?" That must have been the wrong answer because she went nuclear. By lunchtime, Karen had already called the HOA board, the local police, and even animal control. Why? Because apparently my goldfish looked suspicious. She swore up and down that I was trying to boycott her daughter's special day as some kind of personal vendetta. The cherry on top, she actually filed a complaint saying I was disturbing the community spirit by skipping her kid's party. Imagine being threatened with fines because you didn't want to sit on folding chairs and watch 8-year-olds massacre a piñata. The more ridiculous her accusations got, the more the neighborhood started buzzing. Some folks whispered that Karen was overstepping, while others just grabbed popcorn and waited for the drama to explode. Me? I kept calm, watching her dig herself deeper every time she opened her mouth. She wanted a war over a birthday party, and trust me, I was more than ready to give her the fireworks show of a lifetime. Karen wasn't satisfied with just whining to the HOA. Oh no, she decided to go full Hollywood villain. By the next day, she had printed flyers accusing me of being a neighborhood traitor for skipping her daughter's birthday bash. Flyers, with my face on them. She taped them to mailboxes, pinned them on community boards, and even handed one to the UPS guy. The man nearly dropped his scanner from laughing so hard. Karen's campaign of petty destruction didn't stop there. She cornered me outside my garage, wagging her finger so hard I thought it might snap off. "You're a disgrace," she barked. "You made my daughter cry. Everyone saw the empty chair with your name on it." I didn't even know she assigned me a chair. But sure, let's go with that. I couldn't resist replying, "Karen, I don't even RSVP for my own family gatherings. What made you think I'd RSVP for yours?" She gasped like I'd just admitted to tax evasion, then stormed off muttering something about making an example of me. By midweek, she had escalated to calling the cops. Twice. First claim, I was disturbing the peace because my lawnmower was too loud. Newsflash, it wasn't even turned on. Second claim, I threatened her family's safety because I didn't wave when driving past her house. The officer literally told me, "We've got real crimes, ma'am," before walking away. If humiliation were currency, Karen was making it rain on herself. Meanwhile, the neighbors started turning her antics into sport. One guy down the block made a bingo card of Karen complaints and handed copies to the whole cul-de-sac. Every time she accused me of something new, we crossed off a square. By Friday, we had 4 bingos and a bonus round. Another neighbor hung a banner that said, "Free the birthday hostage," with balloons tied to it. Karen tore it down in the middle of the night, but not before someone snapped a picture and plastered it all over the neighborhood Facebook page. It was becoming painfully clear. The more she pushed, the more ridiculous she looked. And me? I hadn't even lifted a finger yet. But oh, when I did, it was going to be biblical. If you're enjoying the story so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. By the weekend, Karen had worked herself into a frenzy. She marched around like a dictator on parade, demanding signatures for a petition to have me removed from the neighborhood for the crime of skipping her daughter's cake cutting. Out of 30 houses, she got one. Her own. People were laughing behind her back so loud she could hear it through her shutters. But instead of backing down, she doubled down. That's when I knew it was time. My revenge wasn't going to be petty. It was going to be legendary. See, Karen had one weakness: her obsession with appearances. She loved nothing more than parading her perfect family on social media. She had an entire Facebook album titled neighborhood royalty with pictures of herself, her husband, and her daughter in matching outfits. She bragged about how respected she was in the HOA. So I hit her right where it hurt most, her reputation. Step one, I compiled every insane stunt she'd pulled that week. Flyers, police reports, bingo cards, and the banner photo. Step two, I slipped copies into every HOA mailbox with the bold headline, Karen's Birthday Party Meltdown, a timeline. Step three, I sent an anonymous tip to the local news station. By Monday morning, our neighborhood was the star of a viral segment called When HOA Drama Gets Out of Control. Karen's face was front and center, yelling at a cop about my dangerous refusal to attend. The fallout was nuclear. Parents pulled their kids from her daughter's playdates. HOA members called an emergency meeting to review Karen's conduct. Even her husband looked like he wanted to fake his own disappearance. And the final blow? Her daughter, embarrassed beyond repair, went to school and told everyone, "My mom ruined my birthday because she's crazy." Ouch, out of the mouths of babes. Karen tried to save face by posting a statement online, blaming me for sabotaging her child's happiness. But it backfired spectacularly. Comment after comment roasted her harder than a rotisserie chicken. The HOA voted to suspend her leadership privileges, and neighbors started throwing unbirthday parties just to mock her. As for me, I didn't just win. I became a legend. Karen wanted me arrested for skipping her party. Instead, she got publicly humiliated, dethroned, and turned into the laughingstock of the entire community. The end. Please like and subscribe for more HOA showdowns like this. Have you had a similar encounter with a Karen HOA or anyone in the HOA board? Let us know in the comments.